Hello, everybody. How's it going? I was gonna lead this video with a pledge of allegiance because it used to give me joy to recite it every day. I'm sure some of you are with me on that. It gave me great joy and pride in my nation, and I still feel that today. I'm being accused of being a liberal and or Democrat, um, which is whatever. I don't really care if any of you think that I'm a liberal or a Democrat, or even my friends accusing me of being a liberal. I'm not those things. All I care about is the law, and our officials following the law in their governance of us and the policies that affect our daily lives. I guess I just wanted to talk to maybe some of you people who are still on the fence. I guess why are you still on the fence? Why do you still support this president and his administration? Do you not believe that he's breaking the law in the legislation that he's trying to accomplish? Is that what it is? You don't realize he's breaking the law? Or do you know that he's breaking the law and you don't care? Or is it that you're ashamed to admit that you made a mistake, which I totally get that. I voted for the man for the first time he ran for president. I voted for him. I thought he was cool. But during his presidency, they've all done it though. I don't know what it is I'm expecting to come from these different individuals, but they all let me down. So maybe my expectations are too high about what the president is really supposed to be able to accomplish. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay if you, I don't want to say switch sides, but if you change your mind about this president and his administration, it does not make you a liberal or a Democrat, or, it just makes you, I would think it would just make you an intelligent, loving, normal person. Not an extremist. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that and eat these cookies. They're so good. Maybe I'll do the pledge next time. They always make me feel good. So, I voted in the primary. I wanted to document it, which I'm fairly certain is your First Amendment right, because it's a public venue, but they wouldn't let me. And it wasn't a hill I was willing to die on, so I just let it go. Put my phone down, whatever. I guess if it's a big deal to me, I'll just get a body cam and see if I can smuggle that in. Oh yeah. You gotta have the label out. You gotta have the coffee with it. I think I've hurt some of my friends' feelings with some of the things that I've said. And I regret that now. That maybe was my intention at the time, but it isn't now, because that's not going to change people's minds. You're probably not going to change anybody's mind. They'll change their own mind. But now I just want to talk about facts if we can, and logic, and and the law. You know, you can't break the law to enforce it, you know, because that's just chaos. So good. And I think on Wednesday or Thursday, I called Ted Cruz, I think. I called his office and asked, you know, for him not to vote for the Surgeon General nominee because she's a doctor only in name. She never completed her residency, and so that's not a real doctor. You know, say whatever you will. You know, respectfully, anybody that this administration nominates, I respectfully believe that we should not. You should call your senator and tell him that you do not want that person. Waited a little too long. It was kind of cold. I told him. I mean, I just left a message, right? It's not like me and Ted Cruz are buddies. I also said, please vote no on the SAVE Act too. And I also respectfully said, you know, the next time the weather is bad in Texas, why don't you just stay here and hang out with us? You know, the people that you represent. Or maybe go back to Canada. You know what I'm saying? I'd be fine if he never... I'm going to try and make a list. Somebody else will probably have already compiled it. Of all the Republicans that are in office right now. And from now until the end of time, we should not vote for them ever again. We're agreeing with all this. We're siding with all this, and you know, maybe Iran does deserve to be bombed. But why are we doing it? You know what I mean? They weren't doing anything to us. You know, if that's the case, then we should just kill every terrible nation, every dictator, Kim Jong-un, Putin, you know, and I'm sure there's probably others that I don't know, you know, that I don't know about. I just, anyway, I love you guys. I really need to make like I'm doing a speech, you know. We have bulletins, that way I don't forget anything, because I'll try to go over stuff, and then I'll lose my train of thought, and I'll think, oh no, am I gonna have to start this video over? Truth be told, my favorite comments are the negative ones, because they just want to talk smack. They don't ever want to have a real discussion about any of this. They're like, yeah, he's doing great things. You know, it's like, but he's breaking the law. You're cool with the president who breaks the law on a daily basis to get his job done? So good. I'm just chilling in the Walmart parking lot. I'm going and start a checking account at the Wood Forest Bank or whatever. I told myself that I never would, because they want you to have like a minimum of $200 in there, or they'll start charging you fees. Respectfully, if a bank is charging you fees, you know, for not having enough money in there or whatever, you should not bank with them. But I wanted to have some place that I could actually go into. I bank with USAA, and there's only like a couple of actual branches, none of them close to me. I have to do everything online, so I wanted to have a bank where I could actually walk in and talk to somebody, maybe get some pennies, or, you know, a roll of quarters or whatever. My sister, all the time, hey Miranda, she'll tell me that she's going to the bank, and I just love that, because I remember my grandpa was always going to the bank, and I don't know, that just feels good. I want to go to the bank. Anyway, I love you guys. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to get through this together. All right. Be American first. Have a good day.